Hello. I think it's day 6. I could be wrong. I'm not really keeping track. Except on my posts. That's the only way I know what day it is. Okay. Today, what did I do? It was American Heritage. Got there on time. Made sure I left at the right time. American Heritage and math. That was all we did. Oh my gosh. Tell me why this stupid math homework. Oh my gosh. Don't get me started. The only problem with the math homework is how crazy it's worded. Like it's worded insanely. Like, I'm reading it and I'm like, what language is this? This is not English. Anyway, it's crazy. Oh, sorry, the 10%, my phone's always dying. But yeah, no, I was like, what on earth, what language is this? I gave up. I did what I could, and I gave up, and I'm gonna go talk to the people tomorrow and be like, teach me, I don't understand. And then I did American Heritage reading. I got through like a chapter and a half of the required reading, and then I have, I think, another thing I'm supposed to read before Wednesday. I have my my University 101 class tomorrow at 9 a.m. So early. At least it's not freaking 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm so grateful that I'll never have to wake up that early in my entire life, ever again. That's a lie. I'll probably have to wake up when I get a job. But for now, I will sleep in until I wake up, till my body wakes up. Anyway, didn't get locked out of my room today, so I'm trying to figure out what I did today. What did I do today? I went to the store and I got some batteries and a Hydro Flask. Let me tell you the most embarrassing thing that ever happened to me. Happened today, right? That's a lie. Way more embarrassing things have happened, but right? So I go to I don't check my bank account or my checking account to make sure that I have like enough money to buy anything. Cause I'm like, bleeding. What do I do? I put $100 into my checking account for my savings every now and then to like make sure my card doesn't get declined. Tell me why. Tell me why. Of all the times I don't check it, even though I don't really check it. I went to the store, I got batteries, I was trying to find lotion. They don't sell lotion. I couldn't find my little like blah blah, my blah blah blah, Baronairs, sauce, right? I couldn't find my sauce that was there when I could have sworn I saw it. I was like, oh my gosh, I must have been up here and they just sold out because it's the good stuff, or maybe they don't sell anymore. That's so upsetting. I should have gotten it when I could. But anyway, I couldn't find lotion. What place doesn't sell lotion, especially in like a college campus that's west, and you have people coming from out east, from the east, where it's humid there. Sorry, I know they're really red, guys. But it's humid there. I'm like chafing. Is that the right word? I don't know. I'm getting really ashy, really dry, and I can like feel the skin cells decaying off my skin. How do they not sell lotion here? I do not understand that concept. That's baffling to me. Anyway, they sell everything but lotion. Anyway, so I got batteries, and then I got a Hydro Flask water bottle, because I'm like, I kind of need one. I feel like I should stop using plastic water bottles. But, also, the water here, don't get me started on the water. The water is nasty. I hate the way the water tastes here. It is, yeah, it may have minerals that are good for me, but, absolutely disgusting water. Disgusting. Anyway, so I got a water bottle with a little straw, because my doctor told me to drink more water, because you're dehydrated. And I'm like, oh, shoot, I didn't know. Anyway, so I go. It's like, I think with my discount I get like $10 off, and I'm so used to using my dining dollars that I forgot to check to make sure I had money to buy this. And lo and behold, I go and I'm like, please have the money, please have the money, please don't decline. And I put it in, it says declined, and I'm like, oh, that's so embarrassing, that's so bad. So I had to pull all my stuff on the side while like a super hot guy behind me was judging me hardcore for being broke. I'm not broke, I have money, I just didn't put it in my checking account. And so what do? I sit there, I go in my bank account, and I add $100 to my checking. And then I walk to the back of the line, which is even more people than it did before. And I wait in line for like 10 minutes while my face is bright cherry red. And I buy my stuff. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is so embarrassing. And she's like, girl, I understand. Why do you think I'm working here? I'm broke too. I'm like, yeah, I guess that's true. Anyway, but yeah, it was very, very embarrassing. Anyway, so I leave, face still bright red, and I go to my math class, because this is in between my, American Heritage and math class. And, okay, the thing about American Heritage, I don't understand what heritage is, that word makes no sense, American or whatever. The whole entire course should be named just looking at ways humans think. That is literally all we do in this class. Like, that's the whole class is looking at the different ways people think, and figuring out how to best create a political government society or whatever that will make everyone happy with, like, while looking at all these different points of views and different ways of thinking. And like, it's a lot of like talking about Aristotle. You know how to ball. I don't Aristotle. Did I see Taylor Swift do that? That was the cutest thing I think I've ever seen. Anyway, like Aristotle, Plato, Augusta, whatever. Is he was a, I don't know if he was a philosopher. Anyway, but yeah, no, literally, just like, yeah, just like literally looking at different ways people think, like republicanism, which is different from like complete opposite of how Republicans think, closer to democratic values, but like republicanism, liberalism, libertarianism. Oh my gosh, we learned about libertarianism today, or at least I read a chapter of it, right? So it's basically the whole chapter is talking about like what libertarianism is, right? And like, and it's basically like when people believe that you have the right to own your body, and the government can't tell you what to do with like what you do with your body, in the sense of like with taxation, like redistributing of wealth, like taxing the wealthy and distributing it to the poor. The libertarians are like, no go, they worked for their money. Like, as long as you worked for your money in a legal way, then the government should not be able to take away your money, because it's like the government owning you, because they're taking away a bit of your labor, and that labor essentially is like working hours, like your like hours you worked or labored away or whatever. So they're taking a portion of that away, and so basically they're taking like freedom, like your like labor. They're basically making unpaid labor, because you don't work for the government, you work for whatever, and so basically the government owns you, which in a sense is technically true. If you think it from a libertarian way, it is technically true. They do own you a little bit, but yeah, it's a big focus on the self, and you yourself have like the right, like you have the right to what you do, as long as it's not infringing on other people's rights. That's essentially what the whole chapter was. Freaking, this guy rambled, and he rambled for like 20 pages about the same exact topic. It baffles me that people can do that. They can just like, actually, it doesn't baffle me, I do that. Every essay I write is like, and yada 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 yada, here's my main point, and here's 3 paragraphs that mean absolutely nothing but the main point I was reiterating. That's insane. But like literally 20 pages of just this man being like, this. So anyway, so they're telling us different stories, right? Different like ways to put libertarianism, like kind of showing you the different like extremities you can push it to, like kidneys. I didn't know you couldn't sell your kidneys. It's illegal to sell your kidneys in America. You have to donate them if you want to, whatever. You can't sell them. I'm like, that's insane. I could have sworn that you could sell your kidneys for like $40,000. Maybe I'm pretty sure that's probably on the black market. Is it black web, black market, dark market? I don't know what you call it. But I'm pretty sure there are ways to sell your kidney, not legally. I mean, maybe legally, I'm not sure. But there are ways to like sell your kidney and whatnot. Sell your kidney. I could have sworn you could sell. I'm like, yeah, I'd sell a kidney. Like, you get $40,000, whatever, for a kidney, but I'm pretty sure that's an illegal way of selling it. I don't know where I heard that. I probably saw it. I was probably on some crazy website. was like, whoa, I can sell my kidney for $40,000? That's crazy. I could buy a house with that. Not anymore. But anyway, so what was I talking about? Oh, so yeah, basically they're like, if you have the right to your body, then what right does the government have to tell you that you can't sell your kidney? That was the whole, like, it's my body part. And then there was a whole nother thing of being like, well, if you do have the right to your body, then what stops you from selling your second kidney, even though it would kill you? There's actually this guy who tried to donate his second kidney to his daughter, but the ethical, like, doctor people were like, no, you can't, because it would kill you. And he's like, but I want to. And so it was a big thing of, like, if he wants to, if he's giving consent, then is it, like, does he have that right, or does he not? Does he own his body, or does he not? It's a big thing. And then they talk about assisted suicide, where, like, I think it's illegal to do an assisted, or no, I think it's I don't know, this is a pretty old book, but I think he said it was illegal in a lot of states for assisted suicide, for, like, you know, like, dying people have cancer and have no like, life left to live, but they still have, like, they have, like, 2 months left, and they're like, I just end it now, which I agree with. I think if you want to kill yourself, you can do that. Anyway, but it was a big whatever thing. But tell me why the last story they tell us is a real story about consensual cannibalism, where this guy in Germany puts out an ad being like, hey, I want to eat human. Will any of you be willing to, like, let me kill you and eat you? And he actually a bunch of people responded. He actually met with a couple people, and they were like, they changed their minds, and he let them go. Didn't kill them or anything without their consent. And this one guy sees the ad, goes to him, and is like, yeah, I'll let you kill me and eat my flesh or whatever. And so he does. The guy kills him and eats 40 pounds of his flesh. 40 pounds before the police are like, no, you're eating human. And he's like, well, yeah. He goes to court, and actually, I want to say 2001 this happened. 2001, at least in a time where the internet was big enough where you could post an ad online and see it, and, like, anyway, it was in the age of the internet. I don't know how far back that means, but I'm pretty sure it was around, like, 2001. I'm pretty sure that was it. But so this guy, in 2001, cannibalism is technically legal in Germany. It's not illegal, so it's technically legal. So he didn't, like, the only illegal thing he did was an assisted suicide, because both of them were consenting adults, where they were like, where he's like, yeah, I'll let you kill me, like, consenting adults. Legally, the only thing that this man did wrong was an assisted suicide, which is, I think, illegal in Germany. So he goes to jail for 8 years, and then, holy crap. Oh, and then like 2 years later, I think the court reevaluates the sentence, because they're like, I think we didn't give him a harsh enough sentence, so they sentenced him to life for manslaughter. Although, technically, legally saying, I do not think the man deserved any kind of jail time other than the assisted suicide. Because legally, he did nothing wrong. Both men were consenting parties. They were adults. They, cannibalism isn't illegal. Like, the only thing he did wrong was help the other guy kill himself. So, legally, from a legal standpoint, cannibalists should have not gotten life. He's actually, and then they talk about how he's a vegetarian now because he's protesting the cruelty of the cruelty that the production people treat animals in production. I said that really weird, but he's like a vegetarian now. I'm like, that's insane. That's the craziest thing ever. American Heritage, if you take it, you'll read about a guy eating another guy in Germany. That happened like 2 decades ago. Crazy. That's crazy. I don't know. Anyway, I think I have Book of Mormon stuff I gotta read, and then I have my UNIV class, and then I have my first biology lectures tomorrow. So so okay, we had a after my classes, I just read for like 5 hours, right? Never read that long in my life. That's a lie. I stayed up all night reading one book because I didn't realize how good romance books were, and I read that thing cover to cover. Started at 10 o'clock, ended at like 2 in the morning. It was amazing. Did not realize books could be that good. Anyway, so we had a family home evening, right? It was like 7 o'clock. I've decided I'm going to eat like a little bit later in the day because I get hungry at like 9 o'clock at night. So if I eat at 7, then I won't be hungry at 9, and I won't be tempted to go grab something from the vending machine. Vending machines? I'm not even gonna start. I've already ranted about that. Anyway, so I forgot that 7 o'clock today was our family home evening thing that we were doing as a ward. And so I went out, I think around like 6:50, went up to go eat lunch, dinner, or whatever. And I was like, oh, they'll be right outside my door or whatever. And I was like, they're not there. So I was like, guess I'm not going, because I didn't know where they were. They said in front of Chipman on the yard, but then I found out that they were like on the other side of the building, and because there's like a parking lot and like a big grassy area, so they were over there. So I went and I had a lot of fun. We like got in our family home evening groups, and then we just like did a bunch of like get to know you games, like icebreaker games, kind of like those FSY games where you're just like name games, basically getting to know each other. Oh my gosh, it was really fun. I really enjoyed it. Everyone's pretty chill in my group. And then, whoa. Oh, and then I was talking for like literally an hour with like these 2 girls, and then pretty much the other like adults or whatever, like the bishop and everyone like joined us. There's the bishop, his wife, and then like Sister Lopez, and I don't remember what she's over, but Sister Lopez comes up, and so I'm the only one in my ward that doesn't have a roommate, because my roommate just bounced, at least from what I know. I don't know if any of the guys don't have roommates, but I'm the only one that doesn't have a roommate. And she comes up to me, she says, hey, I heard you don't have a roommate. I went, yeah, I don't. I was like, uh-oh. But yeah, she came up to me and she was like, would you want one? And I'm like, I wouldn't object to it. It would be a little sad losing half my room, but I'm like, I'll have to get one eventually. I'm coming back for a second semester, so I'll probably have one then. Or not a second semester, a second year or whatever. Like, I'm coming back. I'll get one eventually, so I mean, I'm not opposed to it. It would be a little sad because I love the fact that I haven't had to worry about falling asleep. Like, because I watch YouTube as I fall asleep, and on like vacations and stuff, I'd have to put like a AirPod in my ear, and it's the most uncomfortable feeling ever to have an earpod in your ear as you're trying to fall asleep, because if you turn over and you're laying on it, then you'll turn back over and it falls out and you can't hear anything. Ugh, I literally hate that. And then I get like ear infections all the time, so my ears are super sensitive. So like even now I hate wearing AirPods. Like, my family can attest to that. Like, I'd be out in the living room blasting whatever's on my phone because it makes me so uncomfortable. It's so uncomfortable trying to put this in my ear. But yeah, so might be getting a roommate. I don't know if that'll happen this semester or next semester, because I could see people moving in next semester. I guess I know at least I think we have a twin in our ward or somewhere, and it might be in my univ class. We have a twin somewhere, and they're twins moving in next semester. I don't know why, they just are. But yeah, I'm very, like, I'm excited if it does happen. If it doesn't, I'm also excited, because 2 desks, 2 closets, who could give up that? Not me. Anyway, that's it. That's all we did today. No, that's it. Okay. Bye.